everyone, it's Harry here from Sycamore BMW, and today I'm bringing you our demonstrator BMW iX. Before we start today's video, if you haven't already watched our i4 video, which is on our YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook, I suggest you go watch that now to learn more about the i4 so we can then compare it to the iX in today's video. So the model we have here is the iX xDrive 40 M Sport. Our particular demonstrator is finished in black sapphire, which on a sunny day like today looks absolutely stunning. Moving in closer to the front, we see the BMW LED lights which light up like eyes when unlocking the car. If we move to the top of the bonnet, we can see the BMW roundel, which just like the i4 is outlined in blue to indicate that this is a fully electric BMW vehicle. Moving down a little bit more, we see the kidney grille. Now obviously, being a fully electric car, this isn't a real grille as it doesn't need any airflow generated. However, this grille does serve quite a smart purpose. Behind the grille are sensors which allow the adaptive regenerative braking to work and the assisted driving modes. This panel is also heated to stop the ice from interfering with them in the winter. If we look carefully between the kidney grille, we can see one of the 4 360-degree cameras. Moving around the side, we can see the 22-inch bicolour aero alloys. These alloys, as the name suggests, are very aerodynamic. The covers on the tips of them help optimise airflow around the car, which does of course increase range. Just like the i4, the iX's door handles sit flush to the body, however these are actually underneath the door. You simply put your hand in there and press and that will latch the door open. You also have your comfort access point on those, however the iX, just like the i4, does unlock itself and lock itself upon walking to and from the vehicle. And moving to the rear section of the side of the iX, we can see the darkened rear privacy glass and of course your charging port, which has the AC and DC spaces depending on which method of charging you wish to use. And to finish it off at the top, there is this nice BMW iX logo built into the bodywork, which looks amazing in the sun and obviously does of course remind you that this is a flagship BMW electric vehicle. Moving round to the rear of the iX, you see again the continuation of the very simplistic design. The diffuser, unlike the i4, does not give the impression of exhaust this time, so it does have a more electric look to it. However, I really personally do like the clean look all around the iX actually. The headlights are also darkened to fit more flush with the bodywork, however of course these do light up when unlocking. And of course we've got the iX badging on that side and the xDrive 40 badging on this side of the boot lid. And if we click the button underneath, we do have a fully electric tailgate. The iX certainly isn't short on boot space. It also has these lights underneath, so that at night if you have the boot open unloading things, you're still perfectly safe and visible. You can see my 6-foot tripod put diagonally in the boot, which fits in there absolutely fine, and underneath the floor there is room to keep your 3-pin charger, so you can charge the iX from a wall socket at home. The xDrive 40 variant of the BMW iX has an approximate range of around 257 miles, depending on driving conditions and terrain. However, it does have a 322 brake horsepower motor, so it's certainly no slouch. It can propel you from 0 to 60 in just 6.2 seconds. Now let's hop inside the iX to take a look at the interior. So you join me here inside the BMW iX. First thing of course which greets you, just like the i4 again, is the large 14.9 and 12.3 inch iDrive 8 display. The iX's interior is incredibly spacious. Of course, being electric, it has its batteries in the floor, however there is no drive shaft, meaning that the centre of the front is completely empty. The iX has also these very large comfortable leather massage seats in the front. These seats are a one-piece seat. On the rear of them are 2 USB-C ports on each seat. On the doors you have the seat up, down, forward, back and backrest forward and backward buttons. You have the seat memory settings and the massage button, and of course the button to click and open doors, but also close them. Moving to the centre, we have this centre console which gives the impression as if it's floating. In the middle we have plenty of storage, enough to fit a 500ml drinks bottle in. On the top we have, in this one, a nice wooden effect panel with integrated buttons to change things such as driving modes. The control buttons such as the volume, the iDrive control dial, the drive selector, start button, and actually the seat controls on the doors as well have a glass diamond look to them. On the dashboard, of course, we have the large iDrive 8 screen. This is identical to the one found in the i4, other than the fact that when you select things like driving modes, you do get a different look on the screen, which also is like a screensaver, but it just looks very, very smart, and it again gives the car that more futuristic feel. The steering column on the iX is electrically powered, and it is also integrated with the memory function on the seats. So if I put my foot on the brake and start the vehicle, you'll see that the steering column moves into the position that I had it. It will slowly come out, and then I'm ready to drive. This particular iX is also equipped with the Harman Kardon sound system. This consists of 18 speakers, 2 of which are in the dash, 2 in each of the doors. There are also bass units underneath your seats, and for the first time ever, subwoofer units underneath the rear bench. The Harman Kardon system is without a doubt very impressive, and as well as the Logic 7 surround feature which boosts your music, it also has a feature on the iX's iDrive which allows you to experience the sound. Let's try it out. However, as with all premium BMW models, the Bowers & Wilkins Diamond Hi-Fi system is also available. That takes the total output to over 1,600 watts. However, as the iX is quite a minimalistic design, there's not really anything else to cover in the front. However, I must mention this amazing but very interesting sunroof. With a pressure of a button up here, you'll hear a chime played through the speakers, and the sunroof will make itself either more transparent or more white to give the effect of it being closed. Now let's hop into the rear of the iX to have a look what rear seat space is like. Climbing into the rear of the iX, you can see that it is just as spacious as the front. The floor in the iX is completely flat, again due to there being no drive shaft in the middle, so the middle passenger can sit comfortably, obviously with these wide seats either side, but also without having to elevate their legs up into an uncomfortable position. The centre seat also has this fold out armrest, and with the click of a button you also have the access to 2 cup holders. The centre headrest folds up and down, so if you don't have a middle passenger in, you can fold this down and out of the way to maximise the view in the rear view mirror for the driver. And in the centre here is an independent climate control system. This allows the passengers in the rear of the vehicle to have their own climate conditions compared to the front passengers. You can simply turn this on by pressing the button down here. You can change the fan speed of it, the temperature per side. You can put it on its automatic setting, and then you have 2 vents in the centre here and 1 in each pillar to help circulate the airflow. So right now you join me in the iX driving down what is essentially a rural back road. It's a poor surface road, it's an uneven surface road, and as you can hear inside the cabin, it is still, just like the i4, even more so, completely quiet. I'm currently driving the car in efficient mode, which is like Eco Pro in your petrol or diesel BMW. This changes how the climate works to make it most efficient, and changes things like your throttle response also to make it more efficient. The iX's ride is absolutely outstanding. It is like driving on a cloud all the time. The damping on the suspension is very soft no matter what setting you're in. Sport does stiffen things up to make it feel more sporty, but it doesn't spoil the ride. Comfort is also kept to a maximum in the iX. As I explained earlier on, this car does have a driver's massage seat, which is currently giving me a massage at the moment as I'm driving along, which I must admit is incredibly comfortable. All-round visibility in the iX is also very good as well. It obviously, being a large car, has a very large windscreen. However, the windows extend very far forward. The blind spot caused by the pillars is kept to a minimum, and obviously you've got the panoramic roof to increase cabin light. You've also got the 360-degree vision system on the iX, which is controlled by 4 cameras, one in each wing mirror, one between the front of the kidney grille and one in the rear BMW roundel, which help you when parking the vehicle. However, using assisted parking mode, the vehicle can also park itself. In terms of cabin climate control, I have all of the cabin's climate control settings set to automatic. This way it will maximise both efficiency of the climate system, but also keep the car at the perfect temperature and comfort level. The driving position of the iX in comparison to the i4 is obviously far more elevated. The i4 shares a similar driving position to the 4 Grand Coupe, simply because it's a lower car and that is the body shape it seems to share. However, the iX is of course an individual unique body. It's an all-new design of interior, and therefore the driving position, being a larger car, is a lot more elevated. It gives you an absolutely spectacular view of the road ahead, especially coupled with those BMW LED headlights in the nighttime conditions. And of course, along with the dual zone and rear control climate control and the lack of cabin noise, these plush comfortable seats maximise the comfort of a cruising drive, such as the drive that I'm doing currently. The square steering wheel gives a lot more feel to the steering. It makes you feel like you're in a lot more contact with the front steering axles on the road. However, it also means that steering round roundabouts such as now and round tight corners feels almost effortless. The impressive acceleration and 0 to 60 also makes this vehicle feel a lot lighter than it actually is. So overall, how does the iX feel to drive? Well, overall, the iX to drive is just incredibly comfortable. It's like driving, as you'd expect, a luxury BMW model. It's perfectly satisfying. In fact, it's a lot more than satisfying when driving. You could comfortably carry 4 or 5 people in the car with plenty of room. Obviously, you have the excellent boot space to carry all of the potential luggage in there, and with the elevated driving position, not only have I got a good view of the road, but I'm sat comfortably without having to stretch to see anything at all. My all-round visibility is absolutely excellent, and with the large mirrors with blind spot warning in them, I'm also perfectly aware of everything that's going on around me, despite the vehicle being particularly big. So that wraps up the BMW iX. Let us know what you thought to the BMW iX in the comment section below. We'd love to hear some feedback. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Harry from Sycamore BMW. If you'd like to inquire about the BMW iX or any of our other BMW models, please email us at inquiries@sycamorebmw.co.uk or give us a call on 01733 70 70 70. Thank you.